Hey everybody, this is Jeffrey Jansen. Today is April 19th, 2018. I am actually down by the Mississippi River right now, just passing Bob Banger Park where they are working, where Mississippi Valley and Glenn Sanders and everybody over there working right now, all the way till the sun goes down. Anyway, I hope everybody's having a great day today. Hope everybody has been motivated throughout this week. We're almost done with the month of April. Can you believe it, folks? This month is almost over with. This was a very quick month, and we're going into May, and hopefully we'll finally have some warmer weather. So, anyway, my question to you today is what did you do to put a smile on your face or make others laugh in your life? What did you do today to make your life more worthwhile? Did you get up this morning and were you grateful that you were able to get up this morning? And did you plan stuff for maybe this weekend that you can do, like working out in the yard, getting the garden and everything done, maybe planting a couple flowers, maybe starting an urban garden if you live in the cities or whatnot? What is it that you're planning on doing this weekend? Me, I want to go fishing. I think fishing sounds like a good idea, but it's still a little chilly around here. So the fish are still towards the middle of the river, in the middle of the lakes instead of coming more towards the surface. Uh, anyway, what is it that your plans are for this weekend? Did you know that you matter? Now, last night, a lot of you asked me some questions. I had a kind of an unusual post on my Facebook. One of my friends, sad to say, lost their mother um, to a stroke um, this afternoon, but they had it yesterday, and so I wanted to keep him and his family and everybody in the prayers because that's just tragic for anybody to ever have to go through, and so that's the reason why I put that on there. I do my best to always, if there's somebody that needs prayers or somebody that needs help or something else, I do my best to help them out. And so one of my friends lost his mother to a stroke, and I didn't know about it's about 3 o'clock this afternoon, I think it was. So anyway, if you can just, I know you don't know who it is or anything else, and it's nobody's real business on who it is, but just keep them in your prayers. And if anybody else ever needs me to get some prayers going or get a prayer chain going or something, just let me know. Because you know what? Believe it or not, as much as each one of you matters and each one of us, we all are human beings. We all have feelings. We all, we all hurt in our own way. And we all, take sadness in our own way. And I want everybody to know that they're important, but people do have loss in their life. I mean, people do lose animals they love, they lose kids, they lose grandparents, they lose parents and aunts and uncles and stuff like that. And we can't take people for granted. That's why every single day is, I always tell you, call your loved ones up. Call your sisters, call your brothers, call your mom, call your dad, because one day you're going to want to go pick up the phone to finally call them, and they're not going to be there. Not because you loved them any less, not because they loved you any less, but because someday the only time you're going to be able to talk to them was when they're in heaven. And I'm just asking you now to talk to them before they get there. You know, Forgive those people in your life that have ever upset you or did wrong by you. Forgive those people that basically, you don't think they deserve to be forgiven, but you let them reign in their mind. And then in some cases, ask forgiveness. Sometimes you got to ask forgiveness from your biggest enemy. Sometimes the people that wronged you, you got to ask forgiveness from them, and it makes no sense. But the reason why you're asking forgiveness does make sense. You're asking forgiveness so that you don't dwell on it. So basically, you are not thinking about what everything is that's going wrong. And that's what's important, is that you don't dwell on it. People make mistakes and people need to be forgiven, and I understand that. So, sometimes to forgive, it's got to start with you. It's got to start with you being the bigger man, the bigger woman, the bigger child, whatever, and asking forgiveness and apologizing, even if you did nothing wrong, because sometimes it's the only way to clear your mind. And each one of you, I can't tell you how important each and every one of you are. Heck, right now I'm seeing one of my buddies on here, Jamie. I pretty much grew up with you. And you matter. You're very important. And I would never, I still remember the deer in the middle of the road outside of Scotty's Skate Lane, if that tells you anything. But we all have memories with people. We all have good times and we have bad times. And sometimes we need to reflect upon the good times and get past the bad. And the only way we can do that is by looking ahead towards the future and keep moving forward. We can't hide behind that what we're most scared of. So, tonight, hug your kids, love your kids, know that you matter. Look in the mirror and tell yourself that you matter. But remember, go out and call those people you haven't talked to in a while. Forgive your enemies because you can lose somebody tomorrow without even realizing it. My friend's suffering today because he's a good man. His mother was a good person and he lost her. And he needs to know that he's important, just like your friends and family need to know they're important. And sometimes maybe you just need to call them because, like I said, anytime that we lose somebody or anytime we lose connection with somebody, it saddens us. But when we talk to them, whether or not they make us mad or not, we're grateful we talked to them. We're grateful that we put in that extra time to say hi, that extra time to let them know they matter. And every single day, there are people that are losing their wives or their husbands or their kids. And every day, we're not promised in life. But right now, we are. And right now, we are promised that if you pick up the phone right now and that person is there by the phone, you are promised that they're going to answer. You are promised that you not only make a difference, but they make a difference. Treat people with respect, love them to death, but call them, man. I can't tell you how many people wish or hope that they could call their kids again, and they can't. They could call their husbands again, and they can't. They could call their wives again, they can't. I wish I could talk to my cousin Paul again. You know, he died years ago. I wish I could talk to my mom again, but she died years ago, and my grandparents, you know. I wish I could see my dog one last time, but I had to put him down, you know. And it's funny because I dwell on it, but now what did I do in those situations? I spent every waking moment I could with them to say goodbye, or at least to be with them and let them know that they matter. And that's what you can do with your kids. That's what you can do with that person that's crossing the street that you don't know. You don't know what kind of kindness you can do for somebody and whether or not tomorrow or not. When I lost my friend Dr. McGinley, you know, I did go up to the hospital and spend time with him and everything, you know, but it was a sad loss for me because these are people that meant the world to me. But I don't have to regret not talking to them or not saying my last goodbyes to them. I don't have to worry about it because you know what? For the most part, I have actually forgiven my enemies. Even if they don't know I forgave them, I forgave them. But I know in my heart that I did, which means when I go away, if they still think it and somebody says, you know, Jeff forgave you a long time ago, maybe that'll give them a little bit of peace and satisfaction knowing that I forgave them no matter what their situation was. Just like each and every one of you, you matter. You're important. You can get the jobs you want to get. You can get the opportunities you want to get as long as you put your time and effort into it. Remember this, you get nothing if you do nothing in life. If you do not call the person, you're never going to talk to the person. If you do not go after the job, you're not going to get the job. If you don't play a lottery, you're not going to win the lottery. You got to be in it to play it, in it to win it. No, I'm just kidding. Don't play the lottery. I do never say that to anybody. I'm not a big person on playing the lottery. To me, it's a dumb man's luck. It's basically easy money for states and stuff, but it's not easy money when people are struggling and they could spend that money towards something important, like put food on the table. Just know this. Do what matters in life and do your best at it. And know that each and every day you matter. You make a difference. It doesn't matter how old you are, how young you are. It doesn't matter where you're at now. It's where you're going to end up in the end. It matters where you're going. Are you going to get that job? Are you going to call your family member? Are you going to plan a family reunion? Are you going to drive just for the heck of it over to your sister's house or your brother's house? Or are you going to go visit your family and friends or whatever outside of nowhere? Are you going to go over to those people you used to hang out with and say, hey, you're great? Now, on the other side of that, if you're around negative people all the time, don't be. I always tell you, sometimes one of the hardest things you can do is walk away from negative people in your life, and I strictly mean that. If people, all they do is go out and drink and all they want to do is cause problems, cause drama and gossip, you need to get around new friends. Because each one of you, if you're still on this right now, you know this. You matter. You're important. Be the better parent today. Don't argue with the other parent if all you guys do is argue. Don't argue. If you're a single parent, forgive the other parent. If you're not a single parent and you're in with your husband and wife and everything else, go give them a hug and kiss. Tell them they matter just out of the blue. Don't even tell them I told you to go do it. But anyway, my name's Jeffrey Jansen. I'm just reminding you to do something great with your kids. Play a card game with them, play a board game with them, go outside, run around the house. My mom used to race me around the house all the time, even though I think I won every time, so she didn't have to run the whole time. You know, my dad and I used to play catch all the time. My dad and sister used to play catch all the time. Go out and play catch. Play hula hoop. Go out there and play hula hoop. Go get mashunga sticks and use mashunga sticks. Okay? I know they're these really soft, spongy things. People see us sitting, I think I'm beating up my daughter with it. I'm not. They're just sponges. But whatever it takes, be the best at it. Call your Marine Corps buddies. Call your Army buddies. Call your Navy buddies. Call your Air Force buddies. Call your Coast Guard buddies. Whatever it takes. But do the best you can. My name is Jeffrey Jansen. I think each and every one of you matters. I think each and every one of you makes a difference in another person's life. You don't have to know whose life that is. The good things in life you do, don't ever ask for anything in return, and do not hope for anything in return. All you got to do is know that one day, just because you did it, you're going to know that you are something special because you did it and asked nothing in return. That's the only thing that matters. Doing things for others and ask nothing in return. Don't argue with them. Don't ask them if it made a difference. Just go and do it. Help them clean their yard, mow their grass, help a lady across the street, help a Boy Scout or an Eagle Scout or somebody like that. You know, go give a bottle of water to a police officer that's standing doing road traffic or something, okay? Go out there to a community and help build a house, plant a flower, go help somebody with their garden. You know, these little things you can do. And yeah, it might take a little bit of energy, but go do it. Push a couple wheelchairs into a church every once in a while, okay? Go to get into a parade, you know, go out and support your veterans organizations, whatever. Just do something and ask nothing in return. And I bet you in the end you're going to feel great. Anyway, don't want to keep y'all. My name is Jeffrey Jansen. God bless you guys. Each and every one of you makes a difference in the world. Each and every one of you matter. Yes, you, the one that's asking me right now, you matter. And that is what's important. I'll talk to you guys later. God bless everybody.